What's the crack? Welcome to this week's episode. My name is David Kelly, I'm the Irish Guy Vlogs, and this week I'm going to be talking about the embarrassment that is Conor McGregor. Now, I was going to make this video last week, but the full story wasn't out about what happened. But now that it is, I've decided to talk about it. For those of you who don't know what Conor McGregor has been up to, here's a quick recap. So in April of this year, Conor McGregor strolled into the Marble Arch pub in Dublin and offered a group of lads there some of his whiskey, proper 12. It's like his own brand of whiskey. So an old man at the bar who decided he didn't want Conor's whiskey said no, and rather than Conor just walking away and accepting it, he decided to punch this old man into the face. Like, seriously, what the f*** is he playing at? Walking into a bar punching an old man just because he doesn't want his whiskey. If he doesn't want your whiskey, he doesn't want your whiskey. It's as simple as that. You don't have to go punching the dude. What the f*** is up with you? What's going on in your head, man? It seems like not a lot. Do you realise the amount of young people that have got into martial arts and sports just because of you? Now you have the opportunity to be a positive role model for a lot of those kids, and you act like an absolute dirty scumbag. Conor, you're an embarrassment, seriously. You're an embarrassment to Irish people, you're an embarrassment to your country. You wear the tricolour on your back when you go into fight, like you're going to war, and you should be ashamed of doing that. Fucking pisses me off, seriously. Like, genuinely fucking pisses me off. You have the opportunity to show the world what Irish people can be like, and you just act like a knacker. Like you're a martial artist and a businessman. Is that how you conduct business? Let's just think of that as a way of doing business. Conor McGregor walks into the pub with his whiskey, his latest product, and he starts offering it to people for free. And then some of them don't want it, and he decides to punch them. Imagine that with any other company. Hi, my name is Steve Jobs. Would you like to try one of my new Macintosh computers? No, I'm fine, thanks. Are you sure they're really good computers? No, honestly, I'm grand. Thanks. Okay. Is that how you conduct, like, just being a man? It's not. Nobody should act like that. Nobody walks into a bar and punches an old man because they don't want to drink your whiskey. You're a fucking idiot. If that's what you think a man is, then you seriously need to go and have a conversation with someone, because that's not how a man acts. It could be something from getting so many belts into the head from training and from fighting. You just kind of lost touch. When Conor first came on the scene, you know, when he did the whole thing, oh, we're not here to take part, we're here to take over, I was like, yeah, fair play, boy, representing the Irish and all that. And then he had like a couple of incidents where, like, you know, he's stealing people's belts. And it seemed like a bit of fun at the start. You know, he was having like a bit of a laugh, being a bit of a cheeky dude. And then he just started like turning into an absolute muppet, destroying that bus with all the people on it. Smash the windows! Smashing a dude's phone when he got video of him. And now punching an old man in the face because he didn't want to drink his whiskey. What kind of carry on is this, like? Seriously, you're an embarrassment, man. Just like, and if you watch the video, you can see that McGregor is like this with his hand. It's like he's pretending that he's doing something else. And then as soon as the old man looks away, he punches him. So like, he was planning it. It wasn't just a spur of the moment kind of thing. Like, he was pretending to the man that he was like interested in something else. And then when the man looked away, he decked him, or tried to. I'm not laughing at the man who got the punch, but to me in the video it looked like Conor McGregor punched him, and then he turned to his friend and said, "Did a fly just land on my face?" And maybe because he was sitting in the chair that he didn't fall to the ground or whatever. That's not the point. He got punched for no reason. He got assaulted in a public place for no reason. It's very, very disappointing. It really is. As an Irish person, watching how he's been behaving on the international stage is just embarrassing. And I think a lot of other Irish people are feeling the same way. That it's just kind of like, we've had enough of this bullshit. And I think it's going to get to the stage for McGregor where no brands are going to want to touch him. Even people aren't using his own brand. People have been flushing it down the toilet all over the world.
That's the low life there that we've all supported. That's where his whiskey belongs right now. It'll never be sold in this bar.
He's going to end up destroying himself. He's going to end up spending all his money on legal fees, and he's probably going to end up in Russia somewhere, and he'll be like fighting bears for like a couple of rubles every Saturday. But like, it looks like he wants to destroy himself, and like his nickname, I think he wants to be the Notorious, you know. Not only is he dragging down Ireland, he's dragging down the UFC, he's dragging down Dana White, he's dragging down everybody else that like helped to build his career. And like, it doesn't matter even if he is UFC or not. That's not how you act. That's not how you treat people. So it's Friday morning and I'm editing the vlog, and I'm just after seeing an apology video from Conor McGregor on TMZ, and he's talking about the incident in the pub in Dublin. And I'm just going to watch it and see what he has to say for himself and see how much of an apology it actually is. So yeah, this should be fun.
Could you tell us your side of that story? What happened there?
I mean, in reality it doesn't matter what happened there. I was in the wrong. That man deserved to enjoy his time in the pub without having it to end the way it did. And
he doesn't even want to talk about it.
5 months ago it was, and I tried to make amends, and I made amends back then. It's still, the fans don't even, that does not even matter. I was in the wrong. I must come here before you and take accountability and take responsibility.
Shut up.
I owe it to
bullshit apology. Like, it's pure fake. Just
I owe it to my mother, my father, my family. I owe it to the people who trained me in martial arts. That's not
you owe it to
who
everyone.
I am. That's not the reason. That's not the reason why I got into martial arts or studying combat sport. The reason I got into it was to defend against that type of scenario. So to see that, and although months ago when I have been making steps and continually making steps.
To see that, and to see that, you did it. What do you mean to see that kind of, you did that. You're the person that did it. Not only did you see it, you did it. What the fuck is wrong with you? This is pissing me off even more.
To do better and be better. To see it, it's like a dagger into my heart as a young martial artist. So I'm just here to own up to that and move on and carry on and face what's coming with it.
The video is a little grainy. Did you in fact punch that man?
Of course you did. You could, like.
In respect to the whole entire situation, I'm just.
He doesn't even want to talk about it.
What happened was a little hazy for me also, and it was many months ago. Like
that's
I said,
not an
I
excuse.
have been making amends to
There's video
not happen
of
again,
it,
and to be better, to be a better father, to be a better human, to be a better role model to these kids. I know a lot of kids are looking up to me, and sometimes it does be.
Thank you.
Sometimes it kind of takes me.
Like he's saying exactly what I was kind of getting at, but I think he's only saying this because he knows that's what people want to hear.
Back in the game and fight for redemption, retribution, respect, the things that made me the man I am, and that's what I will.
What they say, retribution, redemption, respect. I've got another word for you that starts with R. Russia, because that's where you're going to end up if you keep on behaving like that.
Could I ask what sparked that incident? I mean, we see the video, we don't hear anything. Could you tell us your side of the story from what you recall?
Again, like, what could I say? What it does not matter. What? No answer to
what was that? What is that? What?
There's no answer to what was
great
done. I was
conversationalist.
completely in the wrong. So
You completely.
There's no need to even discuss what began it, what was going on outside, inside, any of that.
People would still like to know, though.
It was unacceptable behaviour, and I accept that. And like I said, I've made amends, and I'm continuing to make amends, and I will continue to do so.
It happened in April, and the video came out like 5 months later. So now he's only making an amends because the video is out. That's literally the only reason. If like the video hadn't surfaced, nobody would have heard of this. Like, I don't think anyway. It's like now he's doing the collateral damage to kind of clear things up and cover up and make it look like he's actually trying to do something, which to me is just embarrassing.
As you probably know, you have been criticized heavily from the fans to UFC President Dana White, fellow fighters. What is it like for you to read this, to hear this stuff? Because it does seem like some of these people who are so loyal to you for so many years are starting to turn on you a little bit, that they're starting to lose patience after seeing all these incidents. What is that like for you to read that stuff?
You know, I'm not going to watch any more of this. It feels like a fake apology. It doesn't feel like he's been honest at all. It's cringy and embarrassing. I'm going to edit the rest of the video and, yeah. So you talked about redemption, respect and retribution. They're the kind of things that you should be aiming for now. You have a long way to drag yourself from the pit that you're in to where you can actually be respected again because of how you behaved. I know I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for this video, but the thing is, if you're still backing Conor McGregor, then you're an idiot. Simple as that. Hate me all you want. Conor, just sort your shit out. You know how you've been behaving is just bullshit. It's embarrassing. And that's why I had to make this video, because someone has to say it, like. And that's all for me for this week. I know it wasn't my usual type of video. It's like me ranting about that absolute melon head of a fool. But I hope you enjoyed it anyway. It's like, I just had to get it off my chest and just get it out. I think a lot of other Irish people are feeling the same. And if you are, let me know in the comments below. If you did like the video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe down below. And I'll be back again next Friday with another one. And I'll see you all then. And if you're Irish and you're out in public, don't go punching anyone in the face, please. Thank you.